ladies, my name's Claire Kane of Radiance Yoga, and I thought I would do a three-part video for you today, basically explaining about yoga balls. So the first part is the introduction, which I'm going to do now. The second part is going to be made up of the yoga that accompanies this, and the third part is going to be the actual ball technique that we use, which can be really helpful, particularly as you're coming towards the later stages of pregnancy. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the actual ball itself. So as a general rule, the balls tend to come in quite a few sizes. They come in like 55 centimetres, 65, 75 and 85. This ball here is a 75 centimetre ball, and as you can see it kind of comes up past, quite a bit past my knee. I am 5'6", so just to give you a little bit of a guide of what ball I'm using. I find this ball really comfortable for me. Now, what you have to be looking out for when you buy your ball is that when you sit on it, that you're not finding that your knees are higher than your hips. Your hips always need to be a little bit higher than those knees. So if you're finding that you're kind of like this, it means one of two things. It's either that you've not pumped the ball up enough, or alternatively it could simply be that you've just not bought a big enough ball for what you need. I've not really come across many people that have found the 55 centimetre that comfortable, even for people that are quite a bit shorter. I've had people in my yoga class that have been like 5'2", 5'3", 55. Even for them felt a little bit too small. So just aim for just a little bit bigger, because at least you've still then got that height to help lift the hips up. I've used a electric pump to get this going. You do tend to get with them the foot pumps that come with it. When you're pregnant, this can be quite a drag because you really don't have the energy to be pumping. So if you have a look on Amazon or eBay, you can get these pumps that are just for like pumping up airbeds, and they're amazing. And literally this ball took around about 4 minutes in total to pump up, which is awesome. And the thing is, it's something that you can use time and time again, because once you actually give birth to your baby, once you've you're fit and well, you can actually start using the ball to help rebuild your core muscles back up again. So it's not something that you're just going to use the once, so you can use it time and again. Okay, so the reason why birthing balls are so good is just the fact that it helps to support the back. Now when we are pregnant, what we tend to do is when we sit down on a sofa, we will kind of end up sort of sitting. If I sit sideways on, although it's going to be a bit difficult to show you on a ball, but you kind of slump down into the sofa, and then this is what tends to encourage a back-to-back labour. So what we need to be doing, and the reason why the ball's so good, is it's helping to encourage the baby to be in that optimal fetal position, which is head down and their back coming out towards to meet your tummy, so they're facing towards your spine. What we're avoiding is that spine to spine position. So the birthing ball helps to encourage the alignment in the spine. We're not sagging down. It's pretty hard, if I'm honest, to slouch on a ball. If you try it, you're kind of going all over the place. So you find that your core muscles really do help keep you stable. It helps keep your pelvis open, and when we start to do the bouncing, the pressure that goes onto the cervix, if you're ready to give birth in that later stages, like 39-40 weeks, you'll find that the pressure that's applied when you bounce actually starts to trigger the prostaglandins, so it will trigger the labour. So hence why it's a really good activity to do. I would suggest starting this any time really, from I would say probably about 25 weeks onwards, just to help keeping that alignment and keeping the pelvis open, and having a little bounce, just keeping your pelvis active and open. All these kind of exercises are really good for you. Okay, so that's the end of part one. I'm going to start filming part 2 in a moment, which is going to be the yoga part, and we're going to be looking at birthing breath and using the ball, and it's going to be helpful because it's going to show you some ways that you can actually use the ball during your labour or just during the normal yoga practice. Okay, so see you in part 2.